Hello everybody, my name is Ratnos, and welcome to the first boss on Heroic. PTR testing, Vexie and the Geargrinder. It has a very fun respawn animation, which I won't spoil, but look forward to that when you do get into this raid. Boss is pretty simple. It does Tank Buster, which is a Tank Buster. It also drops these oil spills. It spews this oil out from itself and then at these ranged players. You can stack it up. It does an annoying kind of slow if you're in it, slippery slow thing, a little bit of damage as well. And you can burn it with this incendiary fire as well if you want. But it's not super vital to do that. And it also summons bikers. So on pull, the boss has 6 stacks of this defensive plating, which reduces its damage taken. And you can remove stacks of that by crashing into it with the bikes. So to do that, you kill off the biker on the bike, and then you get to take control of the bike, aim it at the boss, shoot it, and if you do that 6 times, you will clear all those stacks. If you don't do it in time, the boss will go a little bit crazy mode and kill you all. So you do need to make sure you actually land all 6 of the bikes in there. It's around the 1 minute 50 mark or something that the boss starts full energy, maybe 1 minute 4. I don't know. It's maybe it gets 1 energy a second or something like that. That's probably what it does. So probably around 140 is when it will start that cast that you want to stop. But we used 2 minutes on pull, so we actually delayed sending in our last bike until that around 1 minute 40-ish mark. So you can see I get in the bike here and shoot this one in, and now it's down to just 2 stacks of the plating. And then I'm hopping in the last bike, and I'm actually delaying this. Now, you only get 20 seconds to shoot the bike, the debuff there, so I do have to actually make sure I click before the end of this. But yeah, as we approach that 1 minute 40 mark, I guess it's not 1 energy per second because it's not going just yet. But it will, once it does reach full energy, it will start that intermission cast. Or not the intermission cast, but damage cast. Once you hit it with the 6th bike, it will enter this intermission instead, do this mechanical breakdown. Now, during this, in addition to a bunch of stuff to dodge, the boss is taking double damage, great opportunity for lust and all your cooldowns, and the boss is going to be summoning ads that will come and try and repair it, which, of course, you don't want, these pit mechanics. They can be CC'd, they can be kicked, they can be stunned, but there are a lot of them. So grouping them up with something like A-Bomb Limb, and then hitting them with a Solar Beam, very powerful, very nice effect. AoE CC in general, and just cleaving them down. You don't want to focus damage on them, right? Because you want to just be hitting the boss. And they will despawn at the end of this intermission anyways, so if you just mass rooted them out as well, that would also be very good. But just, yeah, murdering the boss during this intermission, you can see boss already almost dead out of just 1 intermission. And then it moves back to phase 1, and there's kind of not all that much to it. You swap every time the boss casts Tank Buster. You just 1 cast and you swap. And, you know, you can burn the oil if you want to. Doesn't really matter too much if you do or not, but you can if you want to with the fire. Or you can just leave some oil on the ground. You can put them off to the edges like our ranged are doing over there. Great work by them. But it's a big room. You don't need all the space. And I guess a good thing to do is when the boss spawns this set of 3 bikers and they charge, it's good to bring the boss onto the bikers so that you can cleave easily. But yeah, mostly the most important thing, I guess, is probably to just kill the bikers rather than focusing on the boss during this part, because if you don't kill the 6th biker in time and the boss reaches full energy, it will wipe you. So you do want to make sure you actually get to that point. But as far as first bosses go, I think this is a really great one. It's pretty forgiving. It has a big damage amp. It has some ads you can AoE. It has some cool mechanics. It has some great flavor. Much better than Olgrax, which... Olgrax had an annoying immune intermission. This boss has a fun AoE damage amp intermission. Much more fun. And yeah, that's all there is to this one. On PTR as well, we were DCing a lot whenever we were in the oil, so I was trying very hard to avoid getting stuck in the oil. But presumably that won't be as much of a problem when it actually goes live. And yeah, you just slam the 6th bike into it, go into the intermission. You can see I got actually killed by that tank damage there, so you do have to make sure that you don't do that. Send some more defensives on the Tank Buster and stuff than I was doing. And yeah, you finish off the bikers, even if they're in the oil. Again, the oil does very little damage. That may be something that they'll make do more damage. But again, it's the first boss, so it doesn't need to or anything. And you can burn the oil very easily with the incendiary fire. And then you just slam the bikes into the boss and kill it. And that's all there is to it. And then you kill the actual Vexie, who does not have much health, although I'm sure there will be some groups that wipe because there's 1 person alive and then they die while Vexie's out. That'll be almost funny to see. That's it, though. That's it for the first boss. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one. Bye.